Well, let's have a look at what's happening in Armenia right now, where political tensions, you can see, are boiling on the streets and in parliament as well. Reports from the scene say that police used at least 10 stun grenades in an attempt to disperse these crowds. Crowds fought back, throwing bottles, even bricks. Local hospitals say that they have admitted about 80 people for treatment, including 10 police officers. At last count, up to 100 protesters have been arrested outside of Parliament, and they were all demanding Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan hand in his resignation. Meanwhile, inside the government buildings, you can see here, officials seem to start their own shoving match. Reports suggest that the brawl began after the Prime Minister called some military generals, quote, cowards and deserters. Also on Wednesday, Pashinyan said for the first time that Armenia will leave the Collective Security Treaty Organization. We discussed the unfolding situation with a geopolitical expert who focuses on countries of the South Caucasus and Central Asia. Now he suggests who might be behind the Prime Minister's move to leave the organization.
The situation began in 2020 when Nikol Pashinyan's leadership failed to ensure the security of the Armenian state and Nagorno-Karabakh. That led to what's been happening for the past 4 years. Protest waves constantly broke out, and today this is probably one of the largest protests. Police used disproportionate force in an attempt to scare people away from taking part, but the opposite is happening. In general, the situation in Armenia could see dangerous trends as tensions are increasing. It's very interesting that Pashinyan's statements today coincide with the visit of high-ranking American officials. Perhaps he received orders to make such statements about withdrawing from the CSTO. In 2021, Pashinyan's election program clearly stated plans to deepen relations with the Eurasian Union and the CSTO. However, 3 years later, he says this organization is nothing and Armenia should leave. What influenced his foreign policy to so drastically change course? It was the forces that brought him to power in 2018 and contributed to his re-election in 2021. And today, these same forces are locked in a geopolitical conflict with Russia.